Welcome back to another video. So a year ago I made my first YouTube video at Slimbridge Wetland Centre, and I had an idea to come back a year later to kind of talk about what YouTube's been like, what it's like being an artist creating content for YouTube. And it's not quite a year, it's about 13 and a half months because things kept getting in the way and the weather's been awful, so I've been waiting for a nice day. So I'm here now, and last time I was here I was wood engraving, and I still haven't actually printed that block because I just don't think it's any good. But today I'm going to be sketching and taking some photos. So yeah, I was just going to talk a little bit about what it's been like, how much money I've made, because I think that's kind of interesting. We're all a bit nosy about that, and the good bits and the bad bits. So I thought I'd start by talking a little bit about my expectations versus the reality of making content for YouTube. So I thought I'll do a video a week. That would be fine, it's just one a week, and I can keep up with everything else alongside that. And I did manage that till about April, I think, but my God, it was so much work. I put a lot of pressure on myself that I had to release it every week at the same time. And I don't think I'd taken into account the editing time, because I'm not fast at editing because I'm a perfectionist. And I got better, but it still takes me a long time. So I thought, yeah, one video a week was doable. And when you look up how to, be successful on YouTube, it generally says like 1 or 2 videos a week. But no, I couldn't do that because my job is making art, and that takes a lot of my time. And the making of videos sits alongside that, but it can't be the whole thing because, as you'll see later, it wouldn't make me enough money. So yeah, I put a lot of pressure on myself, but after about April, May, I kind of dropped off for a bit. It was quite sporadic with videos, like maybe 1 in 4 weeks and then 1 every other week. And even though I've got a few reviews since then, because I think it would be better if I posted more regularly, actually it hasn't made that much of a difference, and it's taken the pressure off massively. You're going to get sounds like that throughout this video. So yeah, 1 video a week was not doable. Well, it was doable, but there was no work-life balance left. So yeah, but I realised it doesn't matter that much anyway. My second assumption was that because I already had a following on Instagram, when I started YouTube I had about just under 200,000 followers on Instagram, I think. I thought, oh well, surely it won't be too hard to build a YouTube following because they'll just hop on over from there. And I've realised that it doesn't work like that, because I think if you use Instagram as like your main app, you're unlikely to then hop over to YouTube. It's a whole other app. It's different content, it's much longer. And I wasn't really expecting that. So it was like starting from scratch. Even though a few of my Instagram followers came on over to YouTube, it was a very small percentage. But I've learned that isn't actually a bad thing, because the people that have found me on YouTube are new people, new customers, new followers, and actually that's been really good for me and my art. I've come back to the hide that I did my engraving in last time to do a bit of sketching. So I'm on my second sketch now, all a bit abstract, but I'm having fun with it. I think another assumption I had when I started YouTube was that it would lead me to experiment more, come up with new ideas, and because I needed ideas for videos that would be interesting, and I thought it would lead me on different pathways, and I definitely think it has. I've done a lot more sketching, experimenting, and I've been on a lot of adventures. I've been on quite a few residencies, and that was kind of partly powered by trying to find interesting content to make videos. So that's definitely been a positive and an assumption that was correct. It's quite busy today, and people keep stopping me and asking to see what I'm doing, which is not my favourite thing because I don't always feel great about my own work, but one of the really nice things about YouTube is the comments I've been getting from people and hearing that a video might have inspired someone to have a go themselves. So that's been a really positive part of YouTube. The lady that just complimented my sketch said she wished she had the ability, and I was like, well, you do have the ability, just go and make art. And I think it's nice showing the process, because it kind of helps people see at the end of the day it's just having a go and doing your best, and that's hopefully what I put across in my videos. I'm hungry now, so I'm going to go and get some lunch. But one of the most annoying things about YouTube for me is that for YouTube I film in 4K on my phone and in landscape, but for Instagram I film in 1080p and in portraits. I'm constantly filming things twice, which is so annoying and disruptive, and often I have to choose one or the other, and often I choose YouTube, which means I've made a lot less content for Instagram this year. So yeah, it's been really tricky to get the balance right with that, and I don't think I've managed it. I don't think I have the energy to film everything twice all the time. So I hadn't foreseen that to be such a big issue, but it's probably turned out to be the most annoying thing that I've found about doing YouTube. I feel better now. I've had a jacket potato for lunch. I did a sketch in the cafe while I warmed up a bit. And now I'm going to talk about my final assumption, and that was that in the first year I might make £1,000 through monetisation on YouTube, and that assumption was wrong. I did not make £1,000. I have some stats, I've written them down because there's no way I was going to remember them. So I made 38 videos, long form videos. I'm excluding YouTube shorts from that, and from those 38 videos I made £407.96 through watch page ads, which is like the ads you'll see throughout my videos that YouTube puts there. Through YouTube Shorts I made £5.24, and through supers and gifts, which is like when people just gift you money, I've made £7.77. So in total, for the whole 13.5 months I've been making videos, I have made £420.97. So I worked out if it took 4 hours to edit each video, I'm sure it's more, but I'm just, just say it's 4. So 4 times 38 is 152, so that's 152 editing hours, which works out at £2.68 per hour just to edit. But I bought my DJI microphone because the audio was really bad in the first few videos. So if you take the cost of that out, then I'm making £1.24 per hour of editing. So yeah, I think I thought it would be a little bit more lucrative than it was. So it took me about 4 months to get monetized, which is quite fast. Sometimes it takes people like a year or more, so I was quite pleased with that. But as soon as I realized how little money I was making, I think my videos dropped off a bit. So I was really focused on getting to monetization, and then when I realized I was being paid so little, some of my motivation went, to be honest, because I thought this is so much work and not much payback. But what I've come to realize is, yeah, the monetization side of things, at least the way I'm doing it, it's barely any money for the amount of work. But the longer form videos showing my process in full is really valuable, because I think it helps people really understand what I do, helps my customers connect with me in a way that you can't on a shorter video. And I think per view on YouTube, I make a lot more sales on my shop because there's just a better relationship there than on Instagram, where things are a lot quicker and less detailed. So the video that's done the best is my Tintagel video, where I did an artist residency there, and I've made £31.70 from that video, which, yeah, that's why it's been so helpful to have residencies that are either gifted or partially gifted, because it's a lot of money when you pay to go away, and then it puts a lot of pressure on me to make enough money from the work I make there to make it a viable thing to do. So it's been really helpful to have either free stays or partially gifted stays, because otherwise it would just be so much money to be spending on that side of things. But my residency videos are definitely the ones that do best. They're my most popular, apart from my wood engraving tools video, which I guess comes up when people search how to do wood engraving. So that's my most watched video at, how many views has that one got? 8,900 views that video has. Whoa, sorry, a seagull just came quite close. So yeah, it's been a bit of a journey, YouTube. It has drained me more than probably anything else I've done to do with my work, because it's just taken a lot to show my face this much. And I've kind of disappeared from socials a little bit recently because I think I just burnt myself out. Being an introvert and vlogging doesn't always go together very well. But YouTube videos are something I'm planning to continue doing, but more at a rate that suits me rather than a scheduled thing, because otherwise it's too much. I think the best thing has been people's comments, people saying it's a bit of escapism, like they've had a bad day and it's made their day better watching my videos, because that's why I watch content online, because my mental health is up and down quite a lot, and sometimes someone releasing a video that's a bit of escapism for me is like the best thing about my day, and I love that my videos have done that for people. So that's what's been the best thing I think about making YouTube videos. My lowest point has probably been editing the Porthgain videos. So when me and Sam went on holiday to Cornwall and doing the voiceover for that video, I nearly lost my mind. I was like so stressed about doing it. It took me hours. I talked way too fast. I don't think that video did very well in the end. Yeah, that was a low point. And also some of the videos at the beginning, the audio was only through like one of the speakers. So if you were listening on headphones, you might only get it in your left ear. And I was slightly mortified that I'd made that mistake. But you live and you learn. And that's something I check now before uploading. So anyway, hopefully that was interesting. Thank you so much for watching, for the support, for bearing with me and my erratic schedule. I've been taking some photos throughout the day on my Canon camera, so I'll put them here. I don't know if they'll be any good because I'm not the best photographer in the world, and I don't really have the patience for wildlife photography because, especially birds, they flap and move a lot, and it's hard to get like the shutter speed right, the lighting right. But yeah, I'll put some here. And yeah, I'll be back at some point with another video. I've got a couple that I'm making. At the moment, so they will be up at some point.